let's go to the general goods store. That's an awful lot of baggage you have. Off on a vacation, are you? Where are you headed? Well, it's no pleasure trip, but we're headed to Bose for a bit. Bose, did you say? But the airliners have been grounded. Don't tell me you're planning to foot it the whole way. That's right, we are. We've been told that the trip is doable. That's true, it's not so far, but it's not that close either. It must be tough being a bracer. Are all your preparations in order? Do take care of yourself. Do you have... Yes, issue number 2. Thank you. So I guess like every chapter there'll be another one. Thank God. Any new ingredients? No. I'm gonna take some tear bombs. Because I needed abnormalities. I'll take 2 of these. Reviving 3. EP charge 1, 2. Talk again. Bose is Emergent City. You know, I haven't been there for a while myself, though. Went there several times in the past to learn how to run a business. It was an illuminating experience. Let me check the news. Gone without a trace. Where could it be? Yesterday afternoon, the airliner Lind vanished over East Bose airspace while en route to Roland. An exhaustive overnight search conducted by the Royal Army, the missing Lind, yielded no clues to where its whereabouts, leaving all parties baffled. In response to this incident, the Army has declared all airliner flights canceled until further notice. The fate of Lind passengers are unknown, and the liberal Orbital Ship Corporation reports that 17 were aboard the Lind at the time of its departure, including both passengers and crew. Family members of these missing persons are understandably concerned, but remain hopeful. Probability of accident is low, says expert. Central Factory Chief Murdoch proclaims our orbital engines are sturdy and reliable. The chance of engine failure is virtually nil. I do not believe an accident has occurred. Rumors and theories abound. Was it a conspiracy perpetrated by the Royal Army and the covert mercenary force comprised of Jaegers? Perhaps it was a plot to kidnap the passengers and hold them for ransom. Some have even suggested the Lind came under attack by the last living ancient dragon. No matter what anyone may have heard, it's all just speculation at this point, as no real evidence has been found yet. The Royal Army is investigating a possible connection between this incident and the recent burglaries in Bose, but thus far, no information of any such connections have been released. In fact, no information has been released at all due to Army regulations prohibiting the dissemination of intelligence to the general public, a policy I'm sure we'd all like to see repealed. God damn it. Society, a crystal stolen and daring robbery. A group of unknown individuals recently broke into Roland Mayer's house to steal septium crystal dolls left in his possession. Local bracers came to the rescue and managed to recover the stolen items, but the culprits are still at large. Thankfully, no harm came to the mayor and his family during this incident. We deeply regret that the criminals escaped, says a Roland Bracer representative. But please note that we of the Bracer Guild did everything in our power to apprehend them and will continue the pursuit for however long it may take. Culture, touring ancient sites. Yes, well, our names better be in this damn paper. The Roland region and SMS Towers. Our name's not fucking in it. The SMS Tower is a few hundred selg to the north of Roland City, along with the Malga Trail. Its turquoise green visage is the only real landmark for as far as the eye can see. Counting as one of the 4 tetracyclic towers, its purpose is still shrouded in mystery to this day. This exciting location is as old as Liberal itself. The modern research utilizing the latest orbital technology is expected to answer a few questions about this eerie structure, while posing still others. Thank you for my daily news. Armaments, give me... Oh, hey, Josh and Estelle, what's with the baggage? Actually, Estelle and Josh filled Elgar in on the details. Cassius is what? And that's why you're heading to Bose. Of all people, I can't imagine that anything has happened to him. I'm under the same impression. Which is why we're off to Bose to check things out. Just sitting around would hardly make us feel better. Understandable, that's just like you kids too. Well, with Sherrod tagging along, I guess there's nothing to be worried about. Good luck and be careful out there. We will. Alright, I'll make sure to let Stella know about this myself. I imagine she'll probably be a bit flustered at the news. Well, I'm gonna fucking tell her regardless. God, I wish that wouldn't. Let's go ahead and buy some stuff. Anything new? I can't even buy her a whip. Then that thing was supposed to be coming in. Everything else is bought. Awesome. I could sell. Oh wow, that's a lot of money. Holy shit. 500. Hello there. Well, tell me everything. How's work going well? Oh no, if I have the heart to tell her what's going on this time. Same here. She'll probably cry herself to sleep if we did. Yeah, I'll just let him handle that. Let's go ahead and report. Highway monster for BP. 1007 class. Still. I should have gone to the chapel first. Thank you. Medical necessities. Yeah, I have that one. Letter carrier. Looking for someone to deliver a personal letter to a colleague of mine in Bose. Please come to the Roland Chapel. Oh wow, I'm gonna go in there anyways. 1000, medium. Difficulty was high. I think I got all of them. Like the... Yeah, I have 9 of those things. I know I picked up something. I think it said Bear Claw, so we'll go ahead and talk to him.
Oya, minasan. Tabi ni demo deru n desu ka?
ボースまで行くんですけど、出発前にちょっと教区長さんに渡したいものがあって。
私に?
Hand it over Bear Claw and hand it over Savory.
これは
ベアズクローと魔獣の羽です。薬の材料に使ってください。ギルドにご依頼になっていたでしょ。
おお、確かに依頼しましたが、まさかあなたたちが集めてくれるとは。エステル、ヨシュア。二人とも立派に仕事を務めているようですね。心強い限りです。
これからも気を抜かずに頑張ります。
その様子なら安心です。旅先でもこれまで通り皆さんに女神の導きがあらんことを。ところで皆さん、ボースに向かうと言っていましたね。
はい、そうですけど。
それならもう一つ頼まれてはくれませんか。
Sure, buddy.
ボースのホルス教区長までお送りしたい手紙があるのですが、どうでしょう。旅の途中に届けてはくれませんか。
Yeah.
いいですよ。
そうね。大した荷物にもならないし、問題ないでしょう。
ありがとう。それではお願いしますよ。
ボースのホルス教区長にお渡しすればいいんですね。
そうです。教会はボース市の東側にありますから。他の地域を巡って見聞を広めることは心の糧となるものです。皆さんに女神の導きがあらんことを。
Thank you. I taught children about the Bracer Guild in our last lesson. Luke was especially attentive. I guess for young boys, bracers are like heroes. Cool. Next area, let's go talk to you. Oh, are you off to somewhere? It appears all the airline flights have been cancelled, so... Yep, that's why we're headed to Bose on foot. There's some things we want to investigate there. Ah, so this has something to do with the work, does it? Forgive me for not being aware of the situation. Have a safe trip. Thank you. Let's go ahead also and check out the airline workers. The Royal Army is searching for the missing airliner, but according to the company information, looks like it still hasn't been found. Of all the things that could have happened, now I won't be able to check out the hot girls coming and going on the airlines for a while. On Royal Army, this is what I'm paying taxes for. I pay taxes to see cute girls. Sums up my life, I guess. It looks like the airliner that left Bose has gone missing. I'm getting worried. We haven't received any contact from the airliner. one of the liberal ships, corporations, airliners completely vanished is unprecedented. I hope both airliners and its passengers are safe. Move. Let's go check out the bar area. Today is another great day for a cat nap. Looks like we'll be able to relax this afternoon. Yes! I invited her to the Queen's birthday celebration. She said yes. I'm gonna have to get a part-time job to save up some cash. You probably should have. Whatever. I've waffled back and forth for a bit, but in the end I decided to go with him to the Queen's celebration, as a couple. My mother's going with her friends. I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to go with him. Oh, I get it. I guess there's gonna be some family drama there. Estelle, Josh, are you really headed to Bose? I should have guessed you'd know. You're always one of the first to hear everything. There's a little something we need to check out, so that's why we're headed to Bose. Not only is Cassie gone, but now you two are leaving too. I want to tag along. Josh, take me with you. I don't think that would be a good idea. I'm concerned about other incidents happening. I get so worried. You just want to report on the news. You want that latest scoop. Recently, even my husband has been talking about with Pat about a lot of things. We've finally become a close family. I didn't realize until now, but my dad says a lot of stuff. Adults are amazing. He talks a lot. I read the liberal news that Bose has been hit by a recent string of burglaries. Speaking of Bose, it's the economic center of liberal. There sure are a lot of people with criminal minds these days. Is it the same? Yeah, racer. Love it. My son Ashton hardly ever comes home from his job at the checkpoint. My grandson Luke is always out playing somewhere every day. It all makes me feel a tad bit lonely. Luke, hang out with your grandmother. Let's go inside. So many people. That reminds me, I saw the boss here in town today. I'd better be careful so he doesn't catch me ditching work. You moron. If it isn't Estelle and Josh, what's with all the baggage? Actually... Oh, I see. I'd be worried too if I were in your shoes. You should probably get going then. Waiting around certainly isn't your style. You're right, I'll be going then. Any new food items? Yes, milk crepe. I will take 3 of those. 2... This is blind. I didn't really deal with blind too much. Poison, yeah, I'll just get 5 of those. I need bear claw, of course. French fries, that helps movement, so 3 of those. That reminds me, I heard the mayor's place got robbed. Breaking into the mayor's house of all places. Now that's what I call bold. I'm just glad that nobody was hurt. Actually, I saw some flying away from the south. It was too big of it to be a bird, so maybe it makes me want to wonder what it was. These old eyes could have been playing tricks on me, though. I've made up my mind. I'm going to believe in the man my daughter chose to marry. I'm sure he'll work hard to be independent and make my daughter happy. Maybe I'll just see what I can do to help him out. Sometimes you gotta let him go, buddy. It appears that the new menu is being well received. The menu that Elisa thought of is especially popular. I might as well hire a new waitress and get Alicia to help me in the kitchen full time. That would be nice. I think she deserves to be promoted. The new menu is so popular that we're always running out of ingredients. This is terribly ineffective, so I think we'll need to re-examine how we stock our goods. But you don't want to overstock, though. It's a very bad habit. Lately, my father-in-law has been giving me job advice. Coming from an industry veteran, there's a lot I can learn. Since I've been pretty conceited over my work in the past. I feel pretty embarrassed about it now.
あら、まだ出発してなかったの？ボースへ向かうにはミルヒ街道を西よ。向こうの遊撃士協会にはちゃんと連絡を入れておくわ。くれぐれも気をつけてね。
And to report. 3 BP, 250 Mira. Good enough. Still 7th class.
お疲れ様。
15 jobs
無事に
completed.
目的を達成できたみたいね。何か依頼を達成したらまた報告に来てちょうだい。
I'll be sure. Horrible factory. You gotta pop open. Pieces tempting that my dad was asked to engrave for the mayor finally arrived. This is the first time I've ever seen such a splendid piece of SMS. My dad's doing the etchings on it right now. So don't probably bother him. I can't do both of these. But if I open that one, I can shift some of these around. So let's open that. 30. Oh, of course. Oh, she is like already opened a lot. Interesting. So let's go ahead, see what I can put where. So let's go ahead and remove that information over here. Ooh, could give her EP cut, that would be nice. Information. Get, oh, we get an extra skill. And aerial, so let's go with that. And it increases our evade as well. Ooh, I might also actually... Ooh, if I add EP cut, I get lightning too? Ooh, that's nice. That's hard to pass up. It's an extra boost. And EP cost is caught 10%. I think that's worth it. I want to see what lightning does. Her health does go down, but I could bump it up, but we lose information, but I probably can shift that to someone else. So let's put on health. His are still all closed. Like, see, these are like really odd. Dexterity +5, agility +1. Do you really need that? Defense goes up, dexterity goes down though. I want to put information on her because I need that. See enemies from a distance though, that would be so helpful. Information. All quartz is okay. Why can't I put some quartz in there? Oh, does it have to be? Oh, 1 quartz only. Of course. So I'll need more wind to really just crank her the hell up. Not like she's doing bad anyways. Let's do that. Because now I got some nice skills for my Estelle. Can't see him there, but I think that's mostly everything. Recently, my husband and father have started opening up on it to each other. So glad there's nothing better than having a warm and loving family. I do want to check out what lightning and hurricane does. My daddy's here. He just came home and he even said he would play with me later. Yay. Oh, if it isn't the 2 bracers from the other day. Wait, you're the mine chief from the manga. I want you to know that I'm really, that you really helped me out the other day. The monster scare has finally settled down too, so I was finally able to make it home for this first time in a while. Congratulations. My husband finally came home from the mine. I wonder how many days it's been since he's been here before now. My daughter is ecstatic, and I'm preparing a wonderful meal to celebrate. It's been a while since we've eaten together as a family. I'm glad. I think that was everything. Yeah. We're gonna pick up a monster and beat the shit out of him real quick. because I need to see what this does. Good lord. Alright, okay. Aerial strike, aerial. Powerful tornado, whirling bits of rubble. Let's do lightning. Oh! Okay. This is an interesting setup. So it's a straight line. Oh, I like that. I like that.
Let's move out.
Good. Good, good, good. I will be using that a lot. Especially whenever people line up. Just knock them all down with lightning. Crazy good. Very, very good pickup. Let's go ahead and ask if we can go through.
Esther 君、それにヨシュア君じゃないか。
Yeah.
アストンさん、こんにちは。
そちらの人は確かシェラザード君だったか。
ごきげんよう隊長さん。ボース地方に渡りたくて通行許可証をもらいたいんだけど。
ひょっとして例の事件に関係しているのかね。なんとカシウスさんが。そりゃ一大事だ。すぐに通行許可証を発行しよう。
ありがとう。でもいいの？こんな簡単に発行しちゃって。
It'll probably be fun.
何？君たちは顔見知りだ。それに王国軍としても遊撃士協会に協力は惜しまない。あ、ただ北にあるハーケン門に用事があるときは注意したまえ。君たちが遊撃士であることは伏せていた方がいいかもしれん。
Probably not the most reputable of people.
どういうことですか？
すまない。これ以上は私の口からは言えないんだ。
Sure you can.
だが事件を調べるつもりならくれぐれも慎重に行動したまえ。
Okay.
私もカシウスさんの無事をエイドスに祈っているよ。
So just don't be stupid.
いや、ご苦労さん。
その通りだけど、どうしてわかるの？
君たちみたいな連中が今日は何人も通っているからさ。
Really?
普段の通行量の数倍はあるね。
ボース上空の飛行制限が行われているのが原因ですか？
その通りだよ。忙しいったらありゃしない。
まあ飛行制限をしているのはあんたたち王国軍なんだから文句を言える立場じゃないわね。
その通りなんだけどさ。そうだ、この関所でも一応通行規制が行われているんだ。通りたいんだったら隣の受付で隊長から通行許可証をもらってくれ。
Thank God we already have a pass.
もうもらってあるわよ。
お、ずいぶん用意がいいな。それじゃあ開けるとしようか。
Soldier opened the gate by remote control. Ooh. It's a sturdy gate.
さあ、通ってもいいぞ。一度渡ったら向こう側で通行許可証をもらわない限り、そこんところ注意してくれよ。
了解。
Okay, well, we're gonna talk to this last soldier and then we'll go through. Since joining the army, this is the first time I've ever been so busy in my life. I guess this is no time to be fishing or reading books. Just bought this book, but I guess I'll give it to you. The chief would be livid if you caught me with this. Hey! Thank you, bud. Thank God I talked to you before dipping over there. That would have been awful. The train station. Hello there, Toppy. You've come at just the right time. Greeting me with those words, Mitch shuffled slightly in his seat behind the counter. The bake confection he had been eating was ever so carefully placed atop his lap to prevent it from falling onto the floor. He smacked both of his powdered sugar-covered hands together with a clap, and a cloud of white particles puffed into the air. The smell of sweet spices and baked apple pervaded the dimly lit shop. We had 9 of them dropped off no more than a few minutes ago, he continued. Turning in his seat, Mitch reached back and snatched up something wrapped in old magazine paper from off the shelf. Tossing it to me, knowing full well I wouldn't get any sort of answer, I asked anyway, "What do we have this time?" Laying out my railway and airship tickets, Mitch ignored my question and said, "Make sure this gets to the same place as always." In a slow drawl, he added, "It would be in your best interest to keep your involvement to a minimum by leaving the business side of things to me and focusing solely on getting the job done, Toby." Or Toby. He leaned back in his chair and let out a deep sigh, the balls of his fingers kneading the bags under his eyes. Then once again, his large hand extended toward the unattended cake resting on his leg. Before the sweet treat could reach his watering mouth, I had already made my way out of his tiny shop. As I walked, the waste paper bundled package bounced around inside the folds of my bag. By the feel of its shape and its weight, as it beat steadily against my side, I concluded that the object in my possession was probably just more swag. It didn't make me nervous not to know what it was that I was carrying, for I had done this type of job many times before, and no matter what kind of trouble I found myself wrapped up in, I had always somehow managed to come out unscathed. In truth, my experience on the job had made me tough, and I had become well versed in the arts of orbital magic. So is that when I laid eyes on that rough-looking trio at the station, I felt no more knots of uneasiness in the pit of my stomach than it was necessary for someone of my abilities. The platform for the train bound to Liberal was a bustle with passengers awaiting its eventual arrival. Seeing that the benches were so crammed full of people that they could have very well been a tin of packed sardines, I resigned myself to standing near the entrance as I patiently waited for the train to come in. Twisting my body in order to move the bag to my other shoulder, I noticed the figures of 2 men. Heads bent toward together and conversing in an inaudible tone. They stood just beyond the ticket gate, right about where the horse head of the imperial emblem lay embedded in the ground in a grand mosaic of tiles. After a shorter interim, another man approached and joined in the conversation. From my perspective, this was one ragtag group I most certainly couldn't have given a passing grade to based on looks. All 3 were extremely well built and sporting the same haircut. To put it mildly, they stuck out in the crowd like a bunch of sore thumbs. Making sure to avoid eye contact with them as they glanced in my direction, I slung my bag back onto my shoulder, and ever so calmly reached my hand into my pocket and ran the tips of my finger across the surface of my orbment. I need to go back. A woman's voice reverberated within the walls of the station, notifying the passengers that the train had arrived, and the low rumble of an orbital engine could be felt in the distance, and after a few moments, a large vehicle was seen rolling up on the shoulder. I muttered to myself, all is well, but the sound of my voice was drowned out by the din of the massive machine. Brakes screeched, and a flash of black light reflected off the surface of the giant iron beast as it came sliding in across the rails. The immense vibration in the air emanating from the moving locomotive at its epicenter let me know that the orbital engine had been put into full reverse in order to decelerate and bring the train to a grinding halt. While being shoved to and fro by the waves of impatient travelers flooding out of the waiting area, I was swept toward one door of a passenger car. As we passed by the conductor, I caught another glimpse of the ticket gate. The men who were once there were now gone, and the only thing that remained was the profile of the horse made of glossy tiles, glaring back at me in a shade of deep crimson. No, I want... You can't end off on that. Ugh. Is this like auto-close probably once I get over the bridge, right? Oh, once I get through. Doesn't auto-close. The Hudson Road, which runs north off the East Bose Highway, is blocked right now. For those heading to the north border, they'll have to go to Bose first and then wait for the road to reopen. Hey, are you headed to Bose? We're currently in a state of emergency. We're looking for any suspicious individuals among those headed to Bose, from Bose to Roland. Okay. What's up here? What do we have here this time? Bracers? Traveling the roads on foot is a bit of a hassle, isn't it? Well, be careful out there. Better rest. Might as well. What's over here? It's a nice little area. It's calm, relaxing. Yeah, I still can go through. Oh, fucking liar. Won't be able to come back. My ass.